Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I hope you are very well. So, and I'm going to start how you can create a single line diagram in AutoCAD. So, this is the user interface of the AutoCAD. So, you will see home, insert, automate, annotate, sorry, and parametric view, manage, output, add-ins, collaborate. So, these are the tabs which you will use in your drawing. But in your drawing in schematic we will use just few things like draw tools and modify tools, annotation, just nothing else. So I will not create whole video for whole schematic. I will just give you the introduction of every part, how you can create and how you can make a whole single line diagram and how you can print that diagram. Okay, so I am going to open a new file from here. You can see this one is new and you can open here. You will have to click here. When you will click here, then you will see the pop-up window of the select template and you will have to choose one option within these options. So this one is AutoCAD, so you'll have to select this and then open. And it's a simple AutoCAD template in which the settings in millimeters are and also the units are also set. But now the first thing you will have to do, you will have to set the units. UN. You will have to click UN. When you will click UN, the unit panel will pop up. You will see here architectural, decimal, engineering. So if you want to create in millimeters, so you will have to put this in decimal, or inches you will have to put in decimal. uh, we want to create in millimeters. So because in this drawing we don't have specific units, so we don't need to use this again in our drawing, and we don't need to use for architectural when you are planning to make a panel like a building panel, so that needs to be set the units. But in this case we don't use the units because it's a schematic. We will use just random. We will just do the randomly. Okay, so first thing you will have to do, you will have to go to insert tab and then you'll have to go to attach, click here, and when you will click on the attach button you will see the dialog box and you'll have to choose where your file is. You'll have to click here like I saved your file in Noor Hassan, and now I click here and then I'm going to insert that into or drawing. So in this way you will see your drawing in AutoCAD drawing area. So this one is the drawing area and you will see here you have different options: north, west, east, south. So in this case, in our case, we don't need to understand this particularly, just we will have to focus on our work. So when you will see this diagram, you will see different lines, different objects and different text. So in this case we have only few elements which we will have to draw, like circuit breaker and arrows and panel outer box, and these are the different components. So this one is the motor symbol. So how you can create this, like I will create this first line and then this one is a whole thing for every line. Like in this, when we will create this one, we will we will copy this from here to here, here to here, here to here. All of these are copy paste. So this one is different one, this one is also different one, this line a little different, but the same like this one. all this, when we will create this, we will copy from here to here, from here to here. So we can create copies. When we will create one line, we will create copy. So uh, in this way we can easily do this single line diagram. So let's start. So first you will have to draw first line, and then we will move further. First you will have to check the units, what's the size of it. You can standardize this size, like for example this one is 0.14. So I'm gonna give the unit value to this box is 10. For example, I just um, scale up, like I will have to click here and then click on the keyboard SC. When you will click on SC, you will see the scale command will active. Or you have another option is you will have to choose scale in modify tab and go to the scale option. Where is scale, this here. You will have to click here and then select this, and then here you will see select objects. You have selected already, and then you will have to click enter. Enter in AutoCAD, you will have two options. One is spacebar, second one is enter key. So you can click enter on both options, using both options. So uh, I want to scale this up, click here and go like this. And we have different options here. One is here, like this one is 0.25. So I'm gonna give this 10. So this one is here, and then I'm gonna create the line here as well, this one. So the line I'm going to give the color like red, so I can differentiate from our schematic to our line. So AL, we will have to enter AL, click on the drawing, and then select this 1 point and select here, click here, and then select this point and then click here and click enter, and then Y, enter. When you will enter the Y, that means you will have to scale, you will have to align this as per our 10 mm line, like this. You will see when you want to create a dimension, then you'll have to click here DLI, click here and then here. You will see it's approximately 10 mm. Okay, so I'm going to start from one line and then go further one by one. So here we will have to write first we will have to change the color, like we'll have to set the layer. So LA, click here, and then this one is schematic, and I'm going to change the color of this is red, and then not red, I'm going to choose any color which you want. So I will have to come here in layer part and then click here and then select the layer schematic. So everything which I am going to draw, that will be in the schematic layer. So I am going to create a line from here and then here. Did you see the line? This color, if the color is not visible, you'll have to change the color, a specific color like red. Red is too visible on white, so you can use the red color for this purpose. So I'm going to create the first circle breaker, and then we will go one by one. So I'm going to draw a circle here, 1 mm, 1.5 mm, and then TR. When you will click TR, tr. When you will enter tr, the trim command will active when you will click the space bar. So when you'll enter space bar, then trim command will active, and then you'll have to click here and then enter and then here. Okay, so I'm going to create this cross line through this circle. So 45 degree, and then here 45 degree. So this one is a circle and then this one is a cross here. I'm going to give the distance from one point to another point is approximately 11 or 12, and then I'm going to create a line between this and rotate that approximately 30 degrees. So in this way you can create a circuit breaker. So I'm going to put a text here because I want to make a circuit breaker with proper text. When you will just click the circuit breaker, the text will appear in front of you as well. So go to insert tab and go to edit attribute or define attribute and click here. Sorry, this one is different options: invisible, constant, verify, preset, lock position, multi-lines. So we don't need to click anyone. If we want to click visible, invisible, it means we don't need to see the text in front in the drawing, which I'm going to write here, like CB. This one is CB1, prompt and default, and then I'm going to write here 63A, and then justification is left side, and then we'll have to create the text height is 15, for example, or because our circuit breaker size is 12, so I'm gonna write the height of the text is approximately 6, and then here if I'm going to come here, this one is tag and this one is prompt, and when we will make a proper block, brother, just 1 minute, I'm gonna make a video for my client. So just 1 minute, I'm making the video. This one, now you will have to create the block BL. You will have to enter BL. So the BL, when you will enter, you will see the dialog box of the block definition. You will have to click here the circuit breaker. You will have to write here the circuit breaker in this way, and we will have to pick one point and then select object. And when you will select the object, you will have to select the text as well. If you will see the text height is not equal to what you have in your drawing, so you can adjust that after that. Just 1 minute, before I'm going to make a block, I will have to change the text height. Click here and then click here, and this one is the property palette. How you can get the property palette, you will have to click on Control+1. Control+1, when you will click Control+1, it means you will see the property palette. When you will click any object, that properties will appear in front of you in that dialog box. Okay, so you'll have to click here and you will see the properties of this text. So you can change the height of this text, like the text height is 4, then you'll have to enter 4. That's okay. So now I'm going to just adjust the text position in the try. So now I'm going to create a block BL, and dialog box will pop up, and then you'll have to write circuit breaker. When you will click this, when you will have to write the circuit breaker and then pick the point, you will have to select one point. This one is the base point of your block. So I'm gonna click here. This one is our base point, and then you'll have to select object, and then you'll have to select all the elements which is attached with that breaker. Enter, and then OK. So I'm gonna convert this into block, not retain. When you will click on the retain, it means that will not become a block. You will have to insert the block another, uh, using another command like insert block. So you will have to click this, convert this object into block. So you'll have to click here. Allow exploding means anyone uh, want to edit this. So you'll have to just click here, and when you'll explode that, that will explode. Okay, so now I'm gonna click here, and now 63 amps, I'm going to write 63, and then here. Why it's not showing? Invisible, visible, and I'm going to click here, breaker. So attribute same, and select the object, this object, and then enter. So uh, why that was not appear before? Because I selected invisible. Okay, so when I'm going to edit this, I will have to click here, and then click right on the mouse, and then you will see properties and other stuff. You'll have to go block editor, and then you will see this text CB1, and then you can change through property palette, which you will get from control 1. So you have see a lot of options: upside down, backward, invisible. So when I click invisible, this will not appear in front of, in the drawing in front of us. So we see multiple lines here, and then send. So you don't need to do other things, just click here. Okay, so I'm going to move further. This one I'm going to write here. I'm going to change the 63 amps. So like tag is CB1, prompt is 63, and value is 63 amps. Okay, so this one is your attributed blocks. So now I'm going to uh, make a arrow. So how you can create this arrow? You will have to click here like 4, and then pick this point 1 2 3. This one is the middle point. You will have to move from here to here. For the move command, you will have to enter M. So when you will click here, and then here, and then here, this will be your arrow. So now click trim this, TR, enter, select this, and then enter, and then delete this. That is a trim command. So you'll have to just join every line like 1 2 3. You'll have to join, you'll have to click J, and then enter. So this one will be joined. So now I'm going to hatch this K, enter. Then you will click K and then you can make a hatch. So like this. So I'm gonna make a block BL. So BL block and arrow, and then select peak point. This one is the base point, and then select object and then enter. This one become a block, and then I will see another option here. This one is also the arrow. So I'm gonna click here and then copy from here to here, and then make a light like a little bigger. I'm going to click here and then I'm going to make a mirror. Select this and I enter mirror, and then select this access point. When I will click here, this will come from here to here as well. You'll have to go up and then click, so that will appear. Okay, so we have these options, and select this like this and select like this, means click like this. So you will see this one is, you can put a different color for this, like pink color is a good color for this, because I will be okay. The shortcut way to make a block, you'll have to select this and then Control Shift C, click here, Control Shift V, and then click here. This one is the shortcut way to make a block. So now I'm going to delete which I have already before that. Like when I will move this, we have this one as well. So I'm gonna delete this first and then click here and then erase this and then click here and then move from here to here. Okay, so the shortcut way to activate previous command is when I click here and then click move. I just selected this last time, so I'm going to make erase command for this, like E enter, but he's saying you'll have to select the object, but we have selected this object in previously, so I'm going to click P previous, enter, and then that will select the previous object like which I have selected previously, like E enter, P enter. So he selected the object and then again enter. Okay, so it means when you will select the object and then go further and then you want to change the command and then you want to select the object which you have selected previously, just what you'll have to do, you will have to just click, you will have to just activate that command and then enter P enter, means erase command or explode command or any other command which you want to put. So you can use like this. Okay, like I have selected this previously, but I don't want to select again this object for erase, so I'm going to click E enter and then P enter. I'm not selected this object. Okay, sorry, this one is not activate. Now just select this and then erase and then again, oh sorry, just select this and then move. This one is here. Now I'm going to erase this because through previously object, like E enter, P enter. When I click P enter, that object has been selected easily, and I'm going to again click on the enter, then that object erase. That object will erase. Okay, so in this way you can select object which you have selected in previously. You will just have to select using P. Okay, P means previous object. So you can use any command for this purpose, like I have selected this for the move. Now I want to copy this, so I don't want to select this again and again and again. So you will just have to enter CO, that is the copy command, CO enter, and then don't need to select that, P enter. When you will click P enter, that object has been selected. So now again enter, and then you can copy that object easily. Okay, so this is helpful for when you have selected a lot of stuff like 1 2 3 4 5. You have selected one time and you want to copy this here. So for this, that is very helpful to make a copies and select object. Like uh, I'm not going to select this again, all object. What I have to do, co enter, p enter, that all object has been selected, and then you'll have to again enter, and then you'll have to select the base point and then move from one point, and where you want to put, you'll have to choose any option in the drawing. Okay, like this. I can choose like this. So I have remaining three object as well. This one, and then this circle, and then yeah, only two. And then third one is this text. So I'm going to make these lines. So how I can create these lines? That's very easy. How? You'll have to just draw the line approximately 6 mm, and then you'll have to rotate 30 degree, and then you'll have to put in the middle of it. So that has been selected. If you want to put lower side at the like sorry, just select this object and then rotate. If you want to see, if you want to make the less length of the line than this length, okay, what you'll have to do, you'll have to erase like this, offset, 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 o enter, and just give the dimension like 1.5 mm, and then select this object and then this, click here, trim this line, and then do like this. So in this way you can make a proper line, proper this. Okay, so now I'm going to give the dimension. I copy this from here to here. The copy command is co, and again I want to copy this, co enter, select from here then here. This one, these three lines has been changed. So now I'm going to click here. The shortcut way to make a block like this, so you'll have to just click Control Shift C and then select here Control Shift V and then click here. So in this way you can make object. Okay, so I have deleted previous object which I have selected previously. Very easy, just E enter, P enter. Okay, and now I'm going to click on this. So click here and then go, come here and then click here. This one is your circle and you want to make this dot. So how you can make this dot? Just select the just click the K and then click here middle of it, and then the hatch has been done. So now I'm going to select whole object and then going to make the block. Control Shift C, Control Shift V. So this one is the block as well, this one is also the block, this one is also the block, this one is also the block, this one is also the block. We have a lot of blocks here. So I'm gonna write using this text, single line or multi-line. I am going to select single line and then click here and then give the dimension 4 and then give the angle 0 degree and then write 6 by 1 we can write. So this is the justification option here. So I want to change the justify, click Control 1. When you will and click Control 1, then the property palette will pop up and then you'll have to change the justification like justify, click here and then middle of it, middle center. Why I choose this? Because This text should be in the middle of the line. Like when I will change this, this will separate from mid to right, mid to left equally. So I just want to write like this, one by one. I can write any text, and that will give the dimension from both sides, on both sides is equal, will be equal. Okay, so this should be 6 by 1. So here, and then I'm going to move this line, this text to upper side like this. Click, select this object and then copy CEO, and then select this, and then here. This text height is the higher than this text. So the text height is bigger, little bigger. So I have to just select this and then click here and then enter 6. It should be 6, yeah. And then EW, okay, click here. If this one is you will see the height of this text is bigger than what you have already in your PDF, then you'll have to again put again, press Control plus 1, and then you'll have to change 5. If the 5 height is same height what you have, so that's okay. Now I have created one whole line for this purpose. Also, I'm going to write the below text which is smaller than that text. So I'm going to click here, Control 1. I'm going to press Control 1, and then I'm going to change the text height 4, that is equal what we have in PDF. So write this 30 CS001. So you will see the width of this text is bigger than what we have. So you'll have to just click, you will have to just press Control 1 and then select width factor. So you can change factor, you can change the width of these text using this option. So I'm going to put 0.8. So I think this one is okay. Little difference between these options, that's okay, no problem. If you want to make this same as per your PDF, you will have to just change the text, font, and then other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to give similar what I have. So in this way you can make the text as per your text. So the center of this is different. The center of this is here, and this text is center as per this, but our center is here. So I'll have to just follow our dimension, not follow the PDF. Okay, so I'm going to click here like this 5.5, and then write this text cathode, and then select. When you will uh, hover the circle cursor on your text, you will see there is green point. When you will click here, that will be selected, means the middle point of that text will be selected. So when you will come here, you will just have to select this center point. Like we want to give the distance from here to here as per these points. Okay, just come, select this, and then come here on the other object. You will see the green option here. You'll have to just click here, and then you'll have to click here. When you will see the green option below that text, you will see, when you will click, when your cursor is here, you will see the green dot in the middle of that below text. Okay, you'll have to just click here, that will place as per this dimension, or you can manually press, like I'm going to write 5.5, then click 5.5, then click 5.5. The distance is going will be same. So now here STRIPPING and machine and control panel A1 and then NC4 dash 24 dash 3 dash 205 V. Okay, so you can write like this. If you want to make the width of this text higher than what we have already, so you'll have to just press Ctrl 1 and then change the width factor 1, and that will be bigger than that what we have already. Okay, so we can just change this as per our dimension. So in this way you can write every text one by one by one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this whole line so that we can follow this line. So what this one is a little thicker than this line, so I'm going to make a polyline, not simple line. That should be the polyline. PL means the polyline. When you will enter this, the polyline command will activate, and then you'll have to select this point and then come to this point. Okay, your drawing is little tilted, so that's the reason the difference is here. So now you will see this line is same as per as same like this line. So I want to change the thickness of this line, so you'll just have to PL enter and then select first point, and then you'll have to select width. You will see in the command line there is a different options: arc, half width, length, undo width. So you'll have to just click on width. When you will click on width, you'll have to give the dimension of the width. So I just need 2.5 mm width at one point and 2.5 mm width at second point. So you will just see the width of that line. So this one is the polyline. So how you can make this line as per this? So you will have to just MA match properties. You will have to match this line properties to that line properties. Okay, you'll just have to MA enter, click here and then press click here. You will see this line is thicker than this line what we have already in our drawing. So I just want to reduce the width of this line because it's higher what I supposed. So PL enter, select first point and then enter W, and then you'll have to put the dimension 1 mm 1 mm on both ends, like one end here and then first end is here. So both line dimension you'll have to put. Okay, so you'll have to just click here and then again match MA, click the object and then select that object which you want to make that same like that object. Okay, so now you can make this thicker line, and how you can create one whole this line. So you just have to select this and copy from here to there and second point, CO enter, and select this from here and then come here. You will see there is specific distance mentioned near to the cursor point. So you'll have to just see that dimension and give proper dimension like 636. I have put 36. Okay, so you just have to select again and give the dimension again like 1 mm again and then again 1 mm. That will be okay. So you can move the object as per the dimension like this. So I'm going to change this text NC4 24 dash 3 dash again dash and then 143. You can change as per your thing, as per your text. PUMP pump and then unloading pump and then acid, and then 33320 PU104. Okay, so you can change the text as per this. So now I am going to make this circle and then write kilowatt and then 7.5. So I am gonna uh, activate the command of circle. You'll just have to enter C and then select mid approximately midpoint of this circle and then come here and then here. It's approximately 8 radius of this circle, so you'll have to enter. In this way you can make proper uh, drawing, and you'll have to move from here to here and enter and select this object, this point and to this, so you can make this circle as per our mention. So now I am going to CO, copy this text and then hover the text cursor and come here. When you will come near to the center point, you will see the green dot. Click here and then select. When you will hover the circle, you will see the midpoint, okay, of that circle. So you just have to select this and then change that text into what we have. This one is 7.5. The width we can change 1 like this and then move this text here. Copy this text from here to here and then give the text like this. So we have created this one. We don't want to create the block. uh, I just want to make simple what we have. So now you just have to select this and then control 1 and then change the height like 5. It's similar what we have. This one is the middle of it. Okay, so now we have created this bottom option and then we're going to move further these rectangles. So I want to create 10 by 10 rectangle. So what I have to do for this, you'll have to just enter REC and then enter and then select first point and then second point and then enter D for the dimension like 10 horizontal and 10 vertical. You will see we have the rectangle, but he said but the option is we just want to rotate that rectangle anyway, like upper side, lower side, right side. We can just rotate that rectangle at the midpoint, like this is the midpoint, and then we can rotate that rectangle. Okay, so you just have to select click here, the rectangle will be placed. So now you will have to move this rectangle to this, so just click here, move and enter and then select this object and then here, and then you will have to make this rectangle this line apples. Click here. What we will have to do, we will have to just give the dimension 1.25. okay, and then trim tr double enter and then select this and then select this, that will be removed. So we have this middle line and we want to create this one, so click here and then approximately 3.5 and then rotate this and then middle this line and then click here and then copy here. So you can create like this pulse like this. Okay, we have created. So I'm going to make a block. So select this object, Control Shift C, select middle point, Control Shift V, select this, and you want to remove the previous object which you have back of it. So you just have to enter E, enter P, enter. So that has been deleted. So now I'm going to make the upper object. So click here and then move here like 18, and then select this and then X, enter. When you will click X and you will enter X, this object will be exploded. And now you can select this inner side of that object and then delete, erase, and then select this and see the middle option. Okay, that's okay. So now I'm going to write make these lines. So click here this point and then here, and then rotate this approximately 15 degree, or again 15 degree, and it means 30 degree you have rotated. So I'm going to extend this line to this line. So EX, enter, and then enter. You can extend this line. Okay, and then select and then mirror it, MI, enter, and then mirror this object this from this option. So you can mirror and then click here, and that will be mirrored. Okay, and then enter. You can see this, and then you want to create this arrow. So how you can create? So I'm going to select this arrow and then rotate this and then move this from here to here, and this one is bigger than that which we have. So select scale as C, enter, and then click here, and that is going to reduce. You can make zero point 0.5. This one is the half what we have. So now I'm going to move this from here to here and make this line from here till this line. Make MI, mirror, and then enter, and then select and then enter. Click here and then enter. That will be mirrored. Make this make line from here to here. Okay, so in this way you can make this line. So you want to trim this middle line. So what how you can trim that? TR, enter, select this object and then enter. You can remove that object. Okay, so you have created this middle line, and now you have to copy this line from here to here. So that should be the same distance from here to here. Select this point and then copy this from here to here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. This distance should be same. Okay, so you can create like this, or you have another option to make multiple copies of this object, of these objects. CO, enter, select this point, any point of this line, and then go further to this point, and then before that you will have, before click this point, you will have to just enter A, because here you will see the array. So you'll have to just A, enter, and then give the quantities, how many these lines, this type of line you want to create. So I need 15, so I just click 15, and then he said give the distance. I just select this point and then this point, and then you will see 15 lines will be done. So you can change, you can delete, you can remove, you can move anytime what you want to do. Okay, so this should be same distance, because the symmetry is important. Then the random drawing. Okay, so you can create this through this. Just have to select this and then copy this from here to here. You will see this option, or you can move one by one as per these the lines what you have already. Okay, so you can move one by one, or you can move at one time all the things. Okay, so like this one, these are random copies, not the proper dimension, not with the proper dimension. These are random. So give I'm gonna just click as per our lines what we have on that. We are just recreate. We are not giving the proper dimensions. If we are not giving the proper dimension, that will not be the suitable way to make the schematic. The proper symmetry should be placed in the drawing. So in this way you can make every object, every text, or every block you can create, and you can change the color. You can make the object. You just have to use just few commands like circle, rectangle, line, polyline, arc, if arc you want to use. But the circle and polyline and the line and the rectangle, that should be okay. And also array, copy, move, rotate, trim, scale, just these, nothing else. You just watched what I have done. I have done this using these simple commands, nothing else. I just changed the units, I just changed the layer, I just created the layer and changed the color. I just use these simple commands. You will see line command is L, polyline command is PL, circle command is C, arc command is A, rectangular command is REC, and move command is move M, mirror command is MI. Previous, when you want to uh, uh, select the previous object using new command, then you'll have to enter new command and then enter P. When you will click P, when you will enter P, then the previous object which you have selected previously, that that will be selected. Okay, so copy command, how you can use, I have just showed everything whatever uh, we will use to create this line. Okay, so this schematic diagram. So now you can use these simple tricks, simple things to create whole this line. Okay, that is very simple, not a big deal. So, and one more thing I want to tell you this, if you want to create this and then this one is the dimension. So how you can create this, you just have to enter DLI, dimension dim linear, it means dimension linear. Okay, you'll have to just click enter and then click this object and then this object, and you will see there is no arrow, there is no text. Where that is here, when you will zoom it, you will see the arrows and line, and then you will see when you will click here, you will see the text is so small. So how you can make this bigger, you'll just have to control plus one, go to property tab palette, or just you have to go D enter and change this like standard, and then modify, and then go to the text primary units and then select this, and then text, you will have to increase the size of this text 4, and then go here, come here and then select 4, and line should be 4, offset from origin to the offset, that should be 4, or you can make fixed length. This one is the, this should be fixed like 4, like 1 4, whatever you want to put. So Now you can change the color, like this line color or cyan color, and then arrows, and then this text color should be, for example, yellow, and then this, and then this, and you will see cyan color dimension line, and then this one is the text between them. So how you will just have to click double click on this text, and then change electro winding. I don't know what is here. Electro winning. Yeah, winning. ELECTROWINNING. This one here. So you will see how you can create this arrow in a one time. You don't want to, you don't have to make arrow separately, and you will don't have to put text separately. You just have to set the dimension and put like this. If you want to change these lines, the length of these lines, you'll have to just go again D, enter. When you will click D, the dimension style manager will pop up. You will have to just go into this, modify, and then select text height. If the text height is bigger, what you want to, what you have in your PDF, you have to just select this, and then change the arrow 5, and then change this one. You want to change this height, like this line you want to change, so you'll have to just enter 10, 10, and then 10. These should be similar. Okay, so you can make these line bigger using this setting. Okay, that's very simple. So anything else? uh, yeah, what I have, this one is the break line. So how you can create this break line? B R K, you will see break, L, sorry, B R, break line, you will see here break line, or you can write BRK, break line, LINE line. You'll have to just click first point, and then second point, or you can give the dimension like 130. The line will be appeared in front of you, first point and then second point, and you want to create this one is here, second one is here, symbol, click here, the symbol will be appear. So this one is very smaller what you have. So now I'm going to recreate this line, break line, BREK, break line. You'll have to just go break line, and then size, give the dimension like 5, and then that should be block or extension, anything. Just select first point, and then select, give the dimension say 130, and then midpoint, I have selected midpoint, or I can make like this one will be appear, or you can explode it, so you will see like this, or you can mirror this object as per you. If you want to increase the size of this, just select this object and then enter SC, and then click middle of it, and then increase the size of this 7. Oh, okay. Not 7, increase the size of this 2 times higher what you have, and then move this, copy this from here, and then here, and then trim this line. So this will be done like this. So you want to create this line hatch. Okay, so click here, this one, this should be same all these objects will attach to this line, and then copy this line. So first you'll have to, what you'll have to do, copy this from here to here, and then here. You will see this one is the it's saying it's continue from here to here. So I'm going to just click here and then trim this line, and then I want to make this line the dash line. So how I can create this dash line? So you just have to click here and then copy from here to here, and then trim this, select this object, and then tr enter, select this object, and then select this object, that will be deleted. And now you have this line from one point here and then second point here. And now you have to give the dash line. So you'll have to come here, properties, and then you will see a lot of dash lines here. If you don't have these lines here, you just have to go other, and then click here. The dialog box will pop up, and then you'll have to change, you will have to choose dash line what you want to put. So I just selected that, and you will see that dash line will be appear, this one. So I just want to click here. Okay, sorry, first I have to select this and then select that dash line. So I just selected that one, and you will see a lot of dashed appear in front of you, but you want to change this. So you'll have to just change the scale like that. So this one, this dash line, you can create like this. If you want to see the one small dash and then space similar, same length of this, and then bigger line between that, those space, those dash line, so you'll have to create similar lines. But what we have just evenly spaced, same space, this and then this and then this and then this, and these spaces are same. So if you want to change same like that, so for that you will have to choose specific like line for that purpose, like this one is the center line. So you'll have to just give the dimension scale like this. So you can make similar as per your drawing. This one is similar, I think. Okay, you cannot create same like your this drawing, because this drawing is not aligned properly, so you cannot create like this. You will don't have to draw the schematic like in this way, this one is not on ortho, like you can create any angle and as per this. No, you just have to follow what I have suggested you. You'll have to follow proper distance, proper zero angle or 90 degree or any, means you'll have to follow this procedure what I have uh, i- show you in this one or video. So you can change, you can create, you can any type whatever you want to create using this draw tool, modify tool. Yeah, so in this way you can create this rectangle and everything. So I hope you got everything what you want to get from me. So uh, this is what all I can do for you. So thank you so much. If you uh, want to know more about this AutoCAD or line, but I can make just one video for you, because I don't, and I'm not making this video for just selling on Fiverr and other stuff. I'm just creating this video only for you, and I will upload this video as well on YouTube. So thank you so much. Bye bye.